In this session, we would be focusing on the preparation of flexible budget, and we will be working out a numerical together. The question goes like this. The expenses budgeted for the production of 1,000 units in a factory are furnished below. Prepare a budget for the production of 600 units and 800 units, assuming administrative expenses is rigid for all the production, at all the levels of production. Here, what has happened is they have given us some details. These details are specific to the production of goods at 1,000 for 1,000 units. And using this information, they are expecting us to go about with the preparation of flexible budget for 600 units, 800 units. And they have given us some cost information. Let's look at the cost which I've given to us. They've given us material cost 700 rupees per unit, labor cost 250 rupees per unit, variable overhead, that is 200 rupees per unit, and they've given us administrative expense, which is 200. And they've also told us that it is a rigid cost. What does that mean? It means administrative expenses is a fixed cost. However, the other three costs, which is material, labor, and variable, these are variable costs. Okay, these are variable costs. So let's go about with the preparation of the flexible budget for this particular question. Start. I'll quickly run you through the format of flexible budget. Here we have particulars where we'll be recording the names of the cost. Then we have different levels of output. For our given question, we must prepare the flexible budget for 600 units, 800 units, and 1,000 units. Each level of activity, we have the costs. We have cost per unit, and then we have the total cost. And here we would be populating the different expenses. So now let's go about with the preparation of the flexible budget. Okay, let's go about with the preparation of the flexible budget. What has been given to us in this particular question is that we've been given the cost of production for 1,000 units in a factory. Using that as a base, using that as a reference, we must prepare for 600 units and then for 800 units. So let's start off with this. The first expense that we have is the material cost. The first cost that we have is the material cost. So material cost, how much is it? Material cost, we know that cost per unit is 700. And what kind of cost is material cost? Material cost is a variable cost. What is variable cost? Variable cost is the cost that differs with the level of activity. Another very important thumb rule that you have to remember with respect to flexible budget is that for variable cost per unit will always remain the same. It is the total cost which will vary. I'll repeat that. For variable cost, the thumb rule is cost per unit will always remain the same. Total cost will vary. So what does that mean? Whether you produce 1,000 units, whether you produce 800 units, or whether you produce 600 units, your cost per unit for material cost would remain the same. Now, what is it that will change? What will be changing is the total cost. Now, how do we calculate the total cost in this case? In this case, total cost would be cost per unit into output. So here it is 1,000. So 700 into 1,000, which will be 7 lakh. Here, how do we calculate the total cost? Here, total cost would be 700 into 800, which makes it 5,60,000. Here, it will be 700 into 600, which makes it 4,20,000. So this is how we go about with respect to the computation of variable cost, in this case, which is material cost for different levels of output. Now, the next cost that we're going to compute is the labor cost. Labor cost is what type of cost? Labor cost is also a variable cost, which means cost will vary with the level of output. Cost will vary with the level of output. What does that mean? Whether you produce 600 units, cost per unit will be 250. 800 units, it will be 250 per unit. And here also it will be 250 per unit. Then how do we calculate total cost? Here it will be 250 into 600, which makes it 1,50,000. Here it will be 250 into 800, which makes it 2 lakh. Here it will be 250 into 1,000, which makes it 2,50,000. So this is how you go about with respect to labor cost. Next cost that we have given to us in the question is variable overhead. Okay, what is given to us is variable overhead. So variable overhead, what type of cost is it? It is also a variable cost. So here it will be 200. This is cost. This is cost per unit. Here also it's 200 per unit. Here also it's 200 per unit. Now, how do we calculate the total cost? Total cost will be 200 into 600, which makes it 1,20,000. Here it will be 200 into 800, which makes it 1,60,000, and here it will be 200 into 1,000, which makes it 2 lakhs. So this is how we go about with respect to variable overhead. Now, the last cost that is being given to us is the administrative expense. Now, administrative expense, what type of cost is it? It is given to us. It is given to be a fixed cost. How do we know it's a fixed cost? Because it is given to us in the question that administrative expenses will remain rigid irrespective of the level of output. So here, administrative expenses, okay, administrative expenses, it will remain fixed irrespective of the level of output. So here, how much is it? Here it will be 2 lakh. Whether you produce 600 units, it will be 2 lakh. Here, it will still be 2 lakhs. Why? Because for fixed costs, the cost will remain the same irrespective of the level of output. So the thumb rule for fixed cost is that cost per unit will change, total cost will remain the same. So if you produce 600 units, your administrative expenses will be 2 lakh. Whether you produce 800 units, your administrative expenses will still be 2 lakh. Whether you produce 1 lakh unit, here it will still be 2 lakh. Okay, so now let's calculate. Here it will be 2 lakh divided by 600, which makes it 333.33. Here it will be 2 lakh divided by 800, which makes it 250. And here it will be 2 lakh divided by 1 lakh, which makes it 200 per unit. So this is how we go about with the computation of fixed cost. Okay, this is how we go about with the computation of fixed cost. Now, there's something very interesting that I would like to show to all of you. Notice the cost per unit. The cost per unit keeps decreasing with the increase in level of output. 600 unit, it is 1,483 for 1 unit. 800 units, it's 1,400 for 1 unit. And for 1,000, it is 1,350. So cost per unit is reducing with the level of output. This phenomenon is referred to as scale of economies. This phenomenon is referred to as scale of economies. This is one of the reasons why whenever companies introduce a new product, they would always prefer to go in for mass production. This is the reason why they would prefer to go in for mass production.